A minute's silence at Rugby Park as the late Wallace Mercer was remembered. Danny Invincible came off the bench last week for Killie, but a starting place for the Australian on Saturday. Alan Johnson, the playmaker, with Alan Combe in goal. Presley and Scatchell suspended for Hearts. Christoph Berra came in, as did new signing Neil McCann. Paul Hartley captained the side. The referee was Steve Conroy. Commentary from Archie.
Well, you know, statistics tell you that Kilmarnock have only once failed to score at home this season, on the 23rd of October against Celtic, and Hearts only twice have failed to score away from home, which suggests the potential for a harvest of goals this afternoon, although perversely it might also mean a goalless draw is coming up. But I doubt that very much, because I witnessed the quite superb football that both teams have been playing in recent times. Here's Johnson, the man who really makes them tick. He can put over some excellent balls, and there was Nish almost underneath that. Kilmarnock looking good at the start. And there, brilliant shot at goal. What a start there. Gary Hay picking it up. Hay, the man who laid on the second goal last week at Celtic Park, with that superb left foot of his. Nish can't get hold of that. Should have given that back a little more accurately. Well-intentioned move again by Kilmarnock. Here's the break. Beautifully put through there. It defeats everybody. Wonderful counter-attack there by Hearts, using the whole width of the field. McCann coming into it. Elliott going through. Long and high, deeply touched on, and I think that'll be a corner kick. No, didn't go over. Nielsen came forward. What's a brilliant save! Superb shot in there. Pospisil getting right behind it. Well, this is the first really good save in the match. That fell down there. Look at the way that Coombe got behind it. He did this several times at Celtic Park last week. There's the up and under. Wales guarded it well, Invincible. Fowler trying to come through there, couldn't get hold of the ball cleanly enough. Goal kick, I thought that was a deflection. I think McCann is toiling. Now, of course, he was only transferred officially yesterday. Oh, how much this game has fluctuated. There have been periods when Hearts have been dominant, then Kilmarnock. Here's Johnson, he must let fly it go. Pushed away out there by Fowler. Here's Naismith. He's going for it, Naismith! Good position for Kilmarnock. He'll try and curl it round, and the goalkeeper does very well. He's a very tall goalkeeper, Craig Gordon. He didn't need to jump. All he needed to do was go across, almost like a basketball player this time, as he shuffles across his line. He has to judge whether to touch it or not. Into the second half, there's a very big Hearts support filling that stand just behind the Kilmarnock goal at the moment, and I wonder, although they would like to win every game they can win, given the circumstances of three crucial players not being here, and against a team in form in the top six, maybe a draw would suffice in many ways. There's Nish with the shot, and it's in! There's the goal! There's the man who scored against Celtic last week, Danny Invincible, coming up to finish that off. A sudden burst there, out unfortunately nothing. It looked as if the goal had been well enough defended and Hearts find themselves one down. Oh, indeed. Played by Vera. Johnston again. Little through ball there. Gary Wells tried to go in. Hearts defended well again. Will that be a free kick? No, not so. There's Nish with it, and if Nish had left that goal, standing behind him was Stephen Naismith. Played out there by Wright. Simple, straightforward player, but he's reliable. He's had a good season for Kilmarnock. Came from Stranraer. Great play by Elliott. I did talk about him having strength, and I think he may get a free kick out of this. Here's what happened. There's Elliott going in here, and he gets up, and there's the push. Just in the spur of the moment. And there's a yellow card. Decent ball in. Incredible there, Callum Elliott, the player who's just been booked, getting the side of his head to it. This is where Kilmarnock will look vulnerable. Balls played in like that. There's a run forward again, there's no onside. Here's Gary Wales with a great chance. Wales with a great chance. Oh, it's a pass. They could have squared it as well. The former Hearts player had to go for it. Kilmarnock hemmed in. Hartley, good play. Just a little bit too hard there. There's Elliott. Oh no, it's Andy Webster who'd come up. Right in Elliott's position, I might say, going through the middle as a striker, and he couldn't get hold of it. Hay with it again, that's a decent ball, brilliantly defended though. There's a shot! Once again, as that came forward, invincible, on the edge of the box. Beautiful ball played in. Just got it away, there's the chase on now. Well, there was a hand used and the referee is waving play on. It must be... Oh, he's missed it! How on earth could he have missed that? One of the misses of the season from this. Oh, look at this. Colin Nish, if you're watching this. Oh, well, too late to close your eyes.
We've been praised for our our qualities this year, our resilience and determination. We've been praised a lot for the type of football we played today, and I thought we were the better side today.
Pretty average, to say the least, especially first half. Just saying to the guys there, they've got to realise that they're a big scalp. People want to beat them, no matter where they go. They're not going to get any easy games, and they have to earn the right to play the football.
Well, Kilmarnock's Gary Locke joins Archie and Andy with me here in the studio tonight. Gary, it strikes me the feel-good factor's back at Rugby Park this season.
Yeah, definitely, Jim. We're playing good football, we're scoring a lot of goals, and hopefully we can continue that to the end of the season.
And I think a lot of people looked at Kilmarnock and thought when Chris Boyd leaves it'll start to crumble, but that's not been the case.
No, it hasn't, and it's given Colin Nish and Gary Wales a chance, and they've come in and the last couple of weeks they've both got on the score sheet, and the two of them are playing with a lot of confidence.
And it's not just hanging in the top six, you're well established in the top six.
Yeah, we are. We're in a good position at the moment, but as the manager's quite rightly stated, we've not achieved anything yet, and it's important that we're there in 11 games' time.
Archie, I was beside you on Saturday. Marvellous second half.
Was indeed a message to the Kilmarnock faithful. Get off your backsides and go and watch this team.
I mean, they deserve more than, what, 4,500 you're getting, Gary? This is incredible. I know they've never had a huge support, but they should away and have a sneaky wee look at this team. They're playing not just well and achieving, they're playing good football. They're playing a passing game. I saw them at Celtic Park. They might conceivably have got something out of the game there because of the way they played. And they're getting up there. And I think they typify the kind of self-confidence that's creeping through the Scottish game. I think it started last season, and I think it's been exemplified by teams like Kilmarnock, Inverness, Motherwell, who've played the Old Firm twice and been beaten and could perhaps have got something out of the game, because they're not intimidated any longer by these clubs. And I think what it's done is given... Kilmarnock can't win the championship. They don't have the financial resources to do it. But I think what has grown is a belief they can do a damn sight better than they've been doing in the past by playing good football, and they're getting there.
Gary, it was an unfortunate debut for Hearts, second debut for Hearts for your old teammate Neil McCann. When we see this tackle again from David Lilly, we have to agree it's an absolutely fair challenge, and maybe Neil's been unfortunate.
Yeah, it's just been very unlucky. You know, Big David's a great honest professional. When you know the ball's been there to be won, he's went in very hard but very fair. And you know, I was disappointed for Neil that he got his injury, and hopefully he'll be back very soon.
And he did try to walk it off, run it off, but eventually had to give in.
Yeah, it's a big blow for Hearts. They'll lose him for a couple of months, and when you consider the players that they had out, Presley not playing, Scatchell not playing, too much for Hearts, they couldn't cope with it.
Because Andy, he started well in this game and he was involved in an early chance for Hearts, wasn't he?
Yeah, well, Hearts did create a number of chances, but couldn't quite manage to get the ball in the back of the net. Elliott, I think, always looks lively. The one in the second half as well, where I thought he was really unlucky not to score. But that's the difference. When you've got big players out, you've still got to go to these grounds and get full points if you want to challenge for the title.
And Pospisil doesn't convince everybody. A couple of chances for him on Saturday, but no goals.
Well, I thought that was a terrific effort
Great
there,
chance,
the one
yeah.
on the volley. But no goals, and that's the bottom line.
Gary, early second half, Kilmarnock got what turned out to be the winner. It was an absolutely vital strike, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. You know, I think most of us were just getting back into the dugout, and as I say, it's a great move actually. It's a good ball in for Danny. Collins held it up well. Been a wee bit lucky with the break of the ball there, but you know, Danny's finished it well.
Good finish, Andy.
Yeah, I think it's a great finish, and he's one of the players that the manager has brought to the club, you know, on a shoestring. Danny Invincible, Fraser Wright from Stranraer, other guys like Simon Ford, and there's Gary Wells running through. He should have scored there. He should at least hit the target.
Well, Gary, what about this one? Because this is Colin Nish. I'm sure you've given him stick, calling him Peter Van Vossen. He should have scored and he knows it.
Well, a lot of the boys were saying today, I'm not renowned for my goal scoring, but I think I would have put that in. So, you know, I travelled with Colin in the morning and gave him a wee bit of stick in the car, but he was in the right position there. Yeah, he was in the position to miss it, I suppose. But on another day, Colin would have put that away quite easily.
You must have missed one from that position, Andy.
Never. Did I, Archie? Never.
The wry look from Archie. Now, when are you going to get back into this team, Gary? That's the next question.
Well, no, I've been fit for a while now. I've had a couple of reserve games, but if the team keep playing as they are at the moment, and James Fowler keeps playing the way he is, I'm going to be sitting in the dugout.